guys, hope you're well. I thought I would make another attempt at vlogging today. When I say attempt, I don't mean that. You know what I mean, as in like I haven't been doing it all that often since Vlogmas has been over, so the hair's slowly growing out of the dodgy haircut, but it's a bit wet at the moment, so it looks a bit thingy, but oh, it's just driving me nuts. Anyway, I thought I would show you what my part of England looks like today. So normally, like from Vlogmas, you saw the lake from this bedroom window. Yeah, that's what it looks like today. Foggy, foggy, foggy. Really foggy today. Look, you just can't see past the house at all. So no view of the lake today. And it's cold. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, and a bit early. It's a shame because earlier it was really frozen and frosty and sparkly and pretty, but it was just too dark to film it. But last night the stars were so crisp and clear, and it was just, yeah, it was just beautiful. I'm going to put the light on in the hallway. I'm going to go downstairs in a minute because I haven't actually had any breakfast. I've just been upstairs pottering around, tidying up, making the bed, that kind of thing. So I'm going to go downstairs in a minute and have something to eat, and I'm going to talk to you again. But I just wanted to show you the view this morning because it's golden fruity. So yes, I'll talk to you in a bit. It's a cold kind of morning. I think ready break is in order, so that I'm ready to tackle whatever the day throws at me. So yeah, so I'm just going to put that in the microwave. Right, so I've got my ready break with my butterscotch syrup, and I've got sitting here in the breakfast bar with my laptop, and I've got my emails open and all these comments on my videos on both channels, which is just very lovely. I love hearing from you guys. It just makes me smile. And I'm just going to sit down for a bit and work on replying to you, because I do reply to every message, apart from the actual giveaway video itself, because there was 68 comments and I read them all, but it's just, some of them are quite in depth, so I need to think about how I'm going to answer some of those, or whether just to chip away at it a bit at a day. Anyway, so if you're waiting for a comment from me on some of the videos, then I am doing that right now while I eat my breakfast. It's still too hot to even touch the bowl, so doing that. And somewhere, I don't know if you can see her, there she goes. They're just having their breakfast. They're having a carrot this morning. Hey, Smudge. She's still poorly. Well, we're just making the best of her. She was a rescue rabbit, as you know, and she was 4 when we got her. So we think she's about 8 now, and she's got a lump on her chest stroke stomach area, and the vet thinks it might be some sort of growth, but bless her, she's too old to operate on. So you know, she was a rescue. You don't know what's happened before. We know she came from a domestic abuse home, and she has she's got funny legs, so she's either got something wrong with her legs or they've been broken at some point. We're not really sure, but bless her, she's such a lovely girl, so loving. So yeah, we're just giving her a happy life, and you know, make her as happy as we can. But she's quite happy. She's going to sit down in a minute. She's just getting ready to sit down. She just finds her spot. And when I'm in the kitchen, because sometimes I swap between working upstairs on the Mac, because I use the Mac for more of like my graphics work and graphics programs and stuff. But then I tend to kind of make an effort to use my laptop down here for doing, she's trying to look behind the washing machine, but she can't go behind there because there's a board. So then when I'm just doing emails or typing or something, I tend to come downstairs to sit with them, and they usually sit on the blanket just there, the other side of the breakfast bar with me, which is really sweet. So yeah, bye bye bunny. Oh, there's another bunny, there's Nibbles. Hey Nibs. And if you can't remember, Nibbles is her daughter, so she's a year younger. So my inspiration for all my drawings. Didn't really realise it until the other day when I posted a picture on Instagram of Nibbles, and someone said that she looks just like your drawings, and I was like, oh, actually, yeah, she does. Always a great source of inspiration for me. So right, they're quite happy eating their breakfast. I'm going to eat mine, and yeah, just sit and reply to some of your wonderful, lovely comments. I've caught up on all my messages and I've drunk my tea. I'm really enjoying the blackcurrant twinings at the moment, which is lovely. And I'm sitting here having a bit of a thinky thunk about this week's Filofax Friday, because I have got a whole heap of ideas. I've got, how many? I've got loads, right? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got about 4 months worth of ideas, I think, for Filofax Friday. But what I'm trying to do and trying to think is in what order to do them. And that's the hardest thing. I'm trying to go with kind of the getting the planning bit sorted and getting the actual using it and the scheduling and the time management. I'm trying to sort of work on doing that first, because I kind of think some of the nice things like making dividers, making pockets, decorating, all of that kind of thing, I kind of, my personal opinion is, I kind of think that sort of stuff can come afterwards, because that's all nice to have once you're rocking and rolling. But I also know from a lot of the comments that some of that stuff's quite high. You quite like some of that stuff. So I'm just kind of trying to balance it all out. I'm trying to put it all in a way that's quite sensible, that makes sense to me and quite sensible. Because I'm very big on the planning side, and it's just kind of a way that I get things right in my head. So I'm just, yeah, that's kind of what this frazzling my brain today, just trying to think of an order, and also to make it a bit kind of coherent. I think of the word there, and trying to make it kind of coherent and so that it flows. So I'm just struggling, but I think what I'm going to do is finding your track and staying on it, because that kind of seems to be quite a big theme from comments, is people saying like, well, how do I, it's all very well having a plan and having these diary inserts and all that kind of stuff, how can I use it every day? And it's really difficult, because for me it's just kind of second nature now, so it's kind of putting that together in a way that kind of makes sense, if you know what I mean. So I'm just kind of having a bit of a think about that, which is really interesting. So yes, I'm going to go upstairs now and kind of write some notes, and I think I'm just going to bite the bullet and film it, and hopefully, because I find, I mean, I sometimes I bullet point, but I don't script the videos. So I'm hoping that when I start actually talking about it, it kind of starts coming from here and makes more sense. Comes from here and here, and makes a lot more sense that way. Because I think sometimes trying to write it all down is difficult. It just needs to flow. So I think that's what I'm going to go and do. Going to have, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I know you're probably watching this going, just talking to myself now, but sometimes that helps. That's actually helping me, believe it or not. So thank you for that. Me talking to the camera has kind of helped me kind of get it straight in my head, which is kind of weird. So yes, that's what I'm going to do. Come on, right, let's go upstairs, and I just got to show you how cute is Betty in her little tunnel. She's all snuggled in her tunnel. Hello, Betty Bobbins. Say hello. Where's your partner in crime or your partner in grime? There she is. There's Bay. Good morning, Bay. Are you going to say hello? Oh, well. You were really chatty a minute ago, the pair of you. Well, there we go. I have bitten the bullet and I have just recorded Filofax Friday. And we're just importing into iMovie now. It's cool. So I decided to do this week's Filofax Friday on finding your track and keeping on track. I just made it quite a bit of a small video really on just kind of reevaluating if your planner is working for you or not. So probably that's what I'm going to say on it, because otherwise I'll probably talk a lot about it in this vlog. And then it'll be like, well, what's the point of watching Filofax Friday? Because you said all about it in this vlog. So that's that. So yeah, I'm just importing now. And it's 10 to 1 and I'm hungry. I'm going to go get some soupage. And then I shall probably edit and upload that and then write the blog post later. There are more inserts up for grabs for free. And that one. I made those this morning after I spoke to you downstairs. I came upstairs and I made them. I just kind of decided. So, there's a couple of other things I wanted to talk to you about. So, if you remember the other day, I shared some of this journal that I'm working on at the moment. It's just one of the many journals I'm working on. I keep a written journal and I keep an art journal, and the art journal is kind of a combination of art and words, writing. So I did do a bit of a flip of this journal the other day. Yeah, that's a drawing study I was doing, because side profile or half, the sort of 3/4 profile faces just really, I find them so difficult. But anyway, that was just a drawing study. So what I wanted to show you was this. I posted an Instagram photo of this, and one of my lovely ladies who follows me, who has a Filofax, said that she would love to have one of these as an insert made or a divider made for her Filofax. Which got me to thinking, it's kind of something I thought about before, to be honest, because I would like this as a Filofax insert. So, I kind of did some, turn you back around. I kind of did some chatting with John and, you know, looking at viability, because I've sort of been thinking about branching out for a while and selling some art in that way. So over the weekend I had a chat with John and we kind of did some number crunching and viability and that kind of thing. So this is just kind of like a bit of a this is what's coming kind of aspect. So I'm going to start selling my artwork as dividers for Filofaxes. So I've had some, so basically going to be like, they're not going to be original, they're going to be reproduction prints, and they're going to be card, and they're going to be laminated as well. So yeah, I've had some quotes back for some printers. I'd really like to get my actual inserts made up as physical paper copies, but the trouble is Filofax sell their to-do sheets for like 20 of them for like £2, and I'm struggling to find a competitive printing quote that would let me sell them for a decent price and make some money as well, because the quotes that I've had come back have just been ridiculous, and it would mean selling like 20 sheets of to-do lists for like £10. And whilst I wouldn't mind doing that, I just don't think there's a market in it. I don't know. Maybe there is. I don't know. But that just seems like, you know, too expensive. Whereas the inserts, I've kind of been able to get a decent price for the printing. Because the problem with the inserts is there's just so many. You've got personal size and A5 size. Then you've got the different designs, because I've got bunnies and kitties and ladybugs. And then in those designs you've got to-do lists and diary pages and all of that. So it's kind of, that's why I think it's proving to be a bit more pricey. So I just wanted to kind of tell you really what's going on. So it's quite exciting that I'm going to be in my Etsy shop. I'm going to start selling dividers. So I've already placed an order for some, and just need to wait for them to arrive. And yeah, that's really exciting stuff. And so I'm going to be doing like that bunny that I just showed you, but I've also been working on, these are works in progress, so bear that in mind. So I showed you the bunny in my journal, and I've just slowly been working on some more. So they're going to be selling them as a set. So they're all coordinating, they're all like in teal and purple and pink. So they're all different but the same theme. So these are going to be turned into reproduction prints and then turned into dividers. So that's one set, and the other set, I've been really into galaxies. Oh, you know I want to go and see the Northern Lights so bad. So this is my interpretation of the Northern Lights. And then I kind of just, you know, because I love stars and the night sky and stuff anyway, it's something that's, you know, something that's, what's the word? Inspirational. I get inspired by the stars. And I've just been churning out loads of galaxies, basically. So I decided to get these turned into sets of dividers as well, because not everyone likes, you know, the pinks and purple girly. Some, you know, I have male followers as well. So yeah, that's one. There's just all these different galaxies. 2, 3. I wish they could pick it up because they're metallic as well. They've got like, it's just not really picking it up on the camera really, but they've just got like a metallic sheen, which is so annoying that it's not picking it up really. So yeah, 1, 2. So that's the third galaxy. And number 4. Again, it's just not. It's got gold in there and all sorts. It's not really picking up the shimmer. So yeah, number 4. Number 5. And last but not least, number 6. So yeah, they're going to be inserts. Oh, and while I was on the whole, I'm really into galaxies. This is a work in progress. I just turned her hair into a galaxy. And yeah, I don't know if you can see the shimmer on there. So this is a mix of watercolour, mica powder, salt and bleach. That's how they're created. And oh, sorry, they're on watercolour paper. So yeah, it's watercolour. There's inks. There's mica powder. There's bleach. There's salt, and there's acrylic paint. So quite a few different bits and bobs, and sort of several layers on there. So they're going to be some inserts too. Yeah. So some exciting things happening, hopefully, and kind of I'll show you more, you know, if you've got any thoughts on that'd be great. Yeah, so that's kind of the plan and intention, which is really exciting, and you know, I never thought I'd be doing that, so that's really cool. I like to challenge myself, and you know, do something as exciting as that is really, really, really cool. So I do have your guys' support to thank for that, and the lovely lady who reached out to me on Instagram and said, I want to buy your artwork as a Filofax divider. You know, she's just unleashed something in me now, so that's great. So there's no stopping me now. So that's where we're at, and I just thought I'd show you that. I'm going to go and have some lunch now, because I'm hungry, but yeah, speak to you later maybe. By the way, I thought I'd add that it is still the same day, but obviously I'm wearing a different top to the one I wore earlier, and that's because I cleaned out the rabbits and the guinea pigs. So I didn't want you to think that I'd filmed this on a different day, because I haven't, and that's just why. So lunch today is this glorious skinny soup in North African vegetable, and that's my phone, which was a unknown like 0800 number, which means it's some weird sales call. So yeah, glorious skinny soup in North African spiced vegetable, which I picked up from the co-op, which smells absolutely scrummy, piping hot. And then, don't judge me, people think I'm weird, I know, crumpets with dairy triangles on the top. Oh yeah, I love them, and it's, you know, good to get calcium. Well, it is for me anyway. I come from a family where osteoporosis is sort of a concern. So yes, that's my yummy scrummy lunch. So I'm just gonna have that whilst catching up on my YouTube subscriptions, which is cool. Lunch break's over, it's time to edit. So all my raw footage there has been imported into iMovie. If you're a Mac user, which I am upstairs, then iMovie is free. But if you're a Windows person, it's Windows Movie Maker, which I've also got on the laptop, but iMovie is just so much better. I love iMovie. So I have a project. Basically, you have to have a project. So I have a project that's already made, which is like my title slide and my end slides. They're already done with my music. So it's just a case of kind of taking the segments of, you know, it's me, the other side of it. So it's basically a case of just taking the segments that you need and then just dragging them into your movie, which is, you know, it's that bit's really quick. The bit that takes the time is kind of doing all the overlays like I do with all the text, but I kind of think it's important to do those because, oh gosh, I just noticed that there's me on the screen. There was my journal open, so that's because so I might have to cut this video down a bit because I don't really want my journal. You know, I'm happy to show pages, but I'm just wondering if you can see. I'm going to have to look in to see whether you can see some of the text, because some of that was maybe a little on the personal side, but we'll have to see. So yeah, so that bit is more time consuming, or the text overlays, but I think it's kind of important for the video, because it kind of makes the video a bit more interactive and a bit more interesting, rather than just looking at me the entire time. That's kind of why I do that, really. So yeah, so it's editing time, and of course I get fed up of looking at my ugly mug and hearing my voice. So yes, but yeah, I'm gonna crack on with a bit of editing now. Hopefully get this Filofax Friday video finished today, and then I can get it uploaded. And I've just got my iTunes, so I should put my iTunes on and do that whilst I'm editing. Fun stuff. So we're done. Filofax Friday for this week has been edited. It's me. Yeah, so I'm kind of fed up of listening to and looking at myself now. But we are done. There it is. It's all in there. So we've got the bit before, then we've got my main title slide, a bit of music, and then we've got things. So yeah, here we go. Check it out. Come and see me over on my other channel. The link to that is in the comment section below. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you. Freaky, huh? So that's done. That's it. There we go. That is how we make a video. And so I'm back in my other top now, back in my scruffy top, because I'm gonna. Ooh. I was like way up there then. So yeah, because I'm going to do some more painting. I'm going to paint while that's exporting, and I'm tired now. So yes, it's all exciting stuff, and I'm pretty sure there was something else I was going to say to you. No, it's gone, can't remember, senior moment. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then if that renders okay, exports and everything okay, I'm then going to work on editing the next Draw a Bunny, because I've already filmed that. I filmed that the other day. So I'm going to edit that and get that uploaded. And so we're rocking and rolling, baby. Yes. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to export that and do some painting. And if I see how far I get, I might show you. Catch you later. Oh my gosh, I have absolutely no idea where the time it's gone. It's crazy. I didn't get very far with my painting, so that's why I haven't shown you anything. But maybe I'll show you another day. So let's just start on my dinner now. I'm going to do some homemade sweet potato and normal potato Cajun wedges. And I'm going to do some quesadillas as well. Oh gosh, it's 5:30. John will be home in half an hour. So yeah, get a start on dinner and stuff. But it's all good. Today's been good. You know, I enjoy everything I do. Otherwise, you know, change something about it. But yeah, it's just gone crazy busy, which is a very good reminder for last week's time management, in as much as you need to leave a little bit of wiggle room, because some tasks end up taking you a lot longer than you thought they would, and sometimes you just procrastinate. So yeah, so off to cook my dinner now.